Alyssa with Patriot Marketing. So I reached out, either my husband or I reached out to you like a couple months ago or so. And unfortunately, we got sick and we moved. We had a lot of life things happen all at once, so we weren't able to do that. But now we're getting caught up, and we did promise this free custom video. And so I'm sorry you're getting it now rather than when we offered it to you. But anyways, here it is. And I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I just want to show you a few tips that you can really use to maximize your traffic online. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First of all, I would like to point out a couple things that I liked about your guys' website. I like the images of you doing your guys' work. And just some of that. But I did notice that there was not much content on here, and content is anything that I can highlight, whether it be text or images. In this case, I'd be talking about the text because you have pretty good images here with that. And the reason why you want a lot of content is because you want to rank for a lot of different keywords. For example, we got Roofing Vancouver, Washington. A lot of different keywords that you can rank for: roofing company, Vancouver, Washington roofing contractors, different things like that. You want to rank for a lot of those keywords there because, it'll put yourself in more of a position to be found. And without that content and those keywords, you're really limiting yourself, as you're not really putting yourself into that position to be found. Because when people search for these keywords, your name isn't coming up for those. How you would do that put yourself in a position to be found would be to have a website with a lot of content with the keywords that you want to be and need to be found for. There's lots of volume here. There's 2.1 thousand search volume for your area and field of work a month. Some of these even, for example, Roofing Companies Vancouver, Washington has 250 searches a month there. So there's a lot of volume to be had there. So basically what I would do, add more content with those keywords, and even go as far as saving some of these images as those keywords, because of the fact, if you save the image as that keyword and re-upload it to your website, it now counts as content for your website, and will rank for that keyword. It's a sneaky way to just put a keyword onto your website without putting it into your text. So that's something you could do. That would be my tip, would be adding more content with those keywords. That's my first tip. And content and keywords are very important because when Google crawls your website, they see that not only do you have the content, but you also have the keyword verbatim within your content. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently. It's also great for ranking as well because Google feels that the more content that you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. So at the end of the day, the whole goal is that when someone searches, they get the information that they need. So long story short, the more content you have, the more likely you are to be found, because Google wants to ensure that their people that are searching on their platform gets the information quickly and efficiently. So my next tip would be to build upon this Google business profile. So to do that, it would be really giving yourself a chance to get as much traffic as possible. And so what I mean by that is when people search for any given keyword, for example, I am using Roofing Vancouver, Washington. When people search for any given keyword, there's a lot of ways that that people can convert over as clients. First of all, you have these local ads right here. They are Google guaranteed, as you can see, up to a certain dollar amount. So if something goes wrong or something happens, the people using the Google ads, they trust that Google will make it right monetarily. Also, it captures the people who click on the very first thing that they see. And also, they have a high conversion rate because when you hover your mouse over these local ads, they have the amount of years that you've been in business, and along with your the company phone number. So when people click on that and they're already taking the time of day to call you, they're more likely to convert over as a client. Also, you have the local ads down here. They do not have as high of a conversion rate. However, they because they are right under the local ads at the top, you are able to be seen by a lot of different people. And they are also a lot cheaper than the local ads. And then you have this map pack here. These are great because the people who search this way, they want to see a company that is local and in the area. It can pull up to 80% of the traffic. So if we take a look at roofing Vancouver, Washington keyword, what is that search volume? Roofing Vancouver, Washington, search volume of 200. So you are looking at 160 people going straight to your competition right here in this map pack. So there goes the majority of that traffic. But another way to pull traffic to your website and get clients that way is ranking organically. So ranking organically is quite simple. The higher your ranking in Google, the more traffic you're going to be pulling to your website. So the people up here are doing way better than the people who are down here. And people rarely go to the second page of Google. So it's really important to be ranking high enough in order to be on that first page of Google to get that traffic. So that brings me to my third and final tip. And that would be ranking organically. And you would actually need to build up the strength of your website to rank organically. And how you would do that is by adding backlinks and referring domains. Unfortunately, not all backlinks are created equal. You have a good quality backlinks and poor quality ones. You want the majority of your backlinks to be good quality ones, if not all. Referring domains, okay, so for example, you do some services for some people and they decided to blog about the services that you did for them. And they have a link from their blog back to your website. So that would count as a referring domain. They have a lot of power. So the more power you have, the higher these numbers are going to be. Generally speaking, we want to see roofers in a 20s, 30s, 40s range. So, and you are in the 20s range, but in DR you are at 1.2, not a 1-to-1 ratio like we would like to see. Also, you're ranking for 110 keywords and generating organic traffic of 73. Now you might think that looks pretty good, correct? But let's take a look at some of your competitors. So I chose these guys. Dr. Roof Incorporated. Not a very flashy website, just kind of simple, but they do have a lot of content. I want to see here. Where were they on here? I know that they were on the front page. I believe that's them right there. They're ranking pretty high organically, so that's why I decided to choose them as your competitor to compare you to. They aren't as high as you and you are, but in GR they are at 32. They have 2.59 thousand backlinks, which I can guarantee that not all of those are high quality. 325 referring domains, so they've got a lot of power here. Take a look at you. You only have 43 referring domains. And also, they are ranking for 1.6 thousand organic keywords and are generating an organic traffic of 1.0 thousand people searching a month. So that's a lot of traffic there, a lot of organic keywords. If we take a look at some of the keywords that you're ranking for versus what they're ranking for, yes, they're ranking for their name. But they also have a lot of these service keywords as well. They have a lot of their name. Holy cow. That is not something you're going to want to do. You want more of those service keywords because when people are searching, they're not going to be looking for the company name necessarily. They're going to be looking for that service that you offer. So it's really important to be ranking more for the service keywords than your name. So that's just something to keep in mind. I would really focus in on that content being added and maybe those backlinks and referring domains. The content so that you can get more of those organic keywords and referring domains and backlinks so that you can rank higher in Google and get more traffic to your website. Those are things that I would really focus on and my biggest tips for you. I hope that this has been helpful and informative. I am again sorry for this coming to you so late. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out. My husband or I would love to chat with you and help you out in any way that we can, in whatever time fits best for you. So with that, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.